How to be mentally healthy in your 30s. Although the general law of attraction principles apply to all stages of life, it's important to be aware that our needs evolve and change as we age. In particular, what keeps us vibrating on a high vibration when we're 20 might be quite different from what gives us that vibrational boost in our 30s, 40s or 50s. Let's focus in on the third today, and in what you can do to ensure this is a time filled with abundance and effective manifestation. Here are some of the best tips for creating and maintaining good mental health in your 30s. Monitor stress levels while being in your 20s is often about exploring, experimenting and not worrying too much about what might happen next. Many people switch to a different mindset in their 30s. When you're in your 30s, it's common to spend a lot of time and energy focusing on attaining the things you really want in life. This means you need to be mindful of the potential for stress to build. Even if you never thought too much about stress management or self-care earlier in life, if you want to be mentally healthy in this third decade, then you'll need to have a clear plan. Make a clear plan by asking yourself, how will you relax? What are the signs that you might be running out of resources and need to recharge? How much time will you devote to the things that bring you joy and peace? Rethink exercise. Mental health is closely linked to physical health, so figuring out how to best take care of your body is as important as the issues more obviously related to your emotional and cognitive life. In particular, you need to deal with the uncomfortable truth that staying physically fit gets tougher at this point in life. Typically, it'll be easier to gain unwanted weight, lose muscle mass and gradually lose bone density. All of this can lead to lowered energy levels and reductions in self-confidence. So, spend some time formulating a specific approach to exercise, and try to stick to it. Just remember to set feasible goals here. You may be especially busy in your career in your 30s, so it's more realistic to think you'll attend the gym 3 to 4 times a week than it is to expect yourself to go every day. Prioritize. You're probably making a lot of important decisions at this time in your life, and juggling them can feel overwhelming. It can also be difficult to set specific law of attraction goals because you have so many urgent issues to address. To get a clearer sense of what matters most, try out this simple exercise. Try writing down everything you want to do or revolve, from the tiny things to the enormous, world-altering decisions. Next, rank them in order of importance. Write a 5 to 10 step plan for dealing with the top 3. Get enough sleep. When we have lots of goals and commitments, sleep is often the first casualty. This is either because we deliberately cut back on sleep so we can work harder, or because we struggle with insomnia in the face of our overactive minds. If this sounds familiar, tackle the first issue by reminding yourself that both mental and physical health rest on getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Without this, you simply can't be your best self or enjoy the highest quality of life. Meanwhile, if insomnia is a problem for you and you've ruled out possible underlying medical causes, take a critical look at your sleep hygiene. Make sure you're doing something relaxing, e.g. reading or taking a hot bath at least an hour before bed, restrict blue light exposure for several hours, and cut back on caffeine. If your mind replays all your thoughts and worries as you're trying to fall asleep, try emptying your mind into a journal before you get under your blankets. Discover more ways you can turn off your brain before going to sleep here. Focus on what you want. Finally, it's vital to acknowledge that there is a lot of external social pressure when you're in your 30s. Everyone has an opinion on whether or when you should choose to have a child. You are expected to be proving yourself in the working world, and the previous generation may have unrealistic expectations about topics like home ownership or job permanence. This type of pressure is compounded if you have a particularly vocal family who have clear ideas about how they want you to be. Your 30s is the time to try and shrug off the need to please others, deciding and pursuing the things that truly make you happy, no matter how conventional or unconventional these things are. Achieving this type of authentic independence is challenging, but the goal-directed nature of manifestation work can be very empowering. In addition, therapy provides a great place for in-depth exploration in your 30s, helping you build self-knowledge and reject unhelpful assumptions from your past. Alternatively, you could turn to online therapy and resources to help you. Take your free gift in description.